Hey guys, welcome back to Pepper Geek. Today I'm going to talk all about using grow bags in the garden. Grow bags are definitely not new in the gardening space, but they're definitely rising in popularity. We get a lot of questions on Pepper Geek about how to use grow bags, what size grow bags to use, so today I'm going to talk all about the advantages and disadvantages of using grow bags to grow peppers. Before I get started, if you haven't already, be sure to check out our ebook, Growing Perfect Peppers. It's all about growing peppers from seed to harvest. It's a super detailed guide that we spent a lot of time making, so we'll leave a link in the description, check it out. So many people have a love-hate relationship with grow bags. Some people love them, other people really dislike using them in the garden. So we've had a lot of success in the garden in growing peppers in grow bags. You might remember that one of our most successful ghost pepper plants was actually grown in a 7-gallon grow bag. We got incredible harvests from this plant, and we really learned a lot during the process. So I'm going to get right into the advantages of using grow bags in the garden because there really are so many benefits to using them. Probably one of the most important benefits of using grow bags in the garden is the concept of air pruning. Essentially, these grow bags are made of breathable material, so air can easily access the roots of the plant, which encourages a healthier root system. By using grow bags, you also don't have to worry about your plants becoming root-bound. Whereas if you're using traditional containers to grow peppers, the root system will grow to the bottom, eventually all around the sides, becoming entangled and resulting in a root-bound pepper plant. Because of air pruning, you don't have to worry about the problem of root-bound pepper plants. The roots will stop growing when they reach the sides of the grow bag. A healthy root system needs oxygen, so with the breathable fabric and allowing the air to easily access the root system, you'll have a healthier plant because the roots are continuously repruning themselves. So that's one of the most beneficial reasons to use grow bags in the first place. Another great benefit to using grow bags in the garden is that it's very difficult to overwater your plants. Of course, overwatering is always a possibility. We got a ton of rain last year. It was completely beyond our control. However, with the grow bags, you're getting a lot more drainage because the water will continuously flow out the bottoms and the sides of the bag. Overwatering is definitely a huge issue when it comes to growing pepper plants. If you're using traditional containers to grow your pepper plants, overwatering is definitely more of a risk than if you were using a grow bag. While there are drainage holes in containers, they can easily become clogged up. The water can't escape out the sides of the container, where if you're using a grow bag, the water will easily drain out the sides if there's an excess of water. Of course, don't forget, if you are using a traditional container to grow your pepper plants, make sure you remove the bottom part because this is actually where all the drainage is going to happen. And a lot of people do forget to do this. Another great benefit of using grow bags is that they're very easy to store. At the end of your season, you can simply throw them in the washing machine, don't put them in the dryer, but then you can fold them up nice and neat and pack them away for next year. They're a little bit smaller and more compact than using containers, so if you're short on space, we really like that benefit. Some additional benefits to using grow bags in the garden is that you have more control over your soil. Of course, this is also a benefit if you're using containers, but you can easily control which soil is going in each bag. This is great for experiments, as opposed to if you were using a garden bed and all the plants were sharing the same soil. When it comes to the size of the grow bag when you're growing peppers, you can use anything over 5 gallons. If you use a 10-gallon grow bag, you can even interplant and do multiple peppers in one bag. We did this last year and they were pretty successful, and it was nice to be able to mix up the varieties that we were growing. If you want to grow smaller ornamental varieties, just put them in a smaller grow bag, just like you would with a container. And if you're looking for a bigger plant and a bigger harvest, use a bigger grow bag, just like you would with an ordinary container. We do have a dedicated video all about using the right container size for pepper plants. We'll leave a link to that in the description below if you're looking for more information on that. This here is a 5-gallon grow bag, and then we also have some 7 gallons here. These are new, they haven't been used yet. And they even make 100-gallon grow bags if you want to have a really easy raised bed. They even make some grow bags that have flaps on the side, so if you're growing root veggies like potatoes, you can check on those veggies and harvest them by peeling back the flap. Felt grow bags also have a larger surface area on the bottom, whereas with traditional containers, they taper, so the containers are more susceptible to knocking over on windy days. We do like using some of the bright colors. They can attract beneficial pollinators. The colors are also a great way to add some decoration and quirkiness to your garden. The black ones are great for plants if you want to keep the root system warm because the sun is going to absorb into the black a little bit better. If your plants are inside longer than you anticipate, they do make smaller grow bags, which are a great alternative to these containers. This will help prevent your seedlings from becoming root bound before transplanting them into a larger container or in the ground. So now I want to talk about some of the disadvantages of using grow bags in the garden. Grow bags are definitely not as aesthetically pleasing as some of the prettier containers and pots, but if you're okay with the way they look, this really isn't a big issue. Another thing to consider is that the grow bags will definitely rip or tear over time. The handles can come loose and, they just don't last forever. All grow bags are definitely not made equally. But we've been really happy with the grow bags from Bootstrap Farmer that we use. We'll leave a link in the description below. We find that these are really good quality and we haven't really had any issues with them tearing or ripping. Like I said before, not all grow bags are made equally, so if you're in the market for grow bags, make sure you look for some that are constructed with thick material. The Bootstrap Farmer grow bags are made with food-grade felt and BPA-free polypropylene plastic. Another disadvantage of using grow bags is that they're susceptible to drying out more quickly. While it's also a benefit, air is able to access the root system from all sides of the grow bag, which also leads to the plant drying out quicker. This might be a problem if you're going away on vacation and you're worried about watering your plants. You might want to have somebody check on them if you're using grow bags, because the water really doesn't stay saturated in the soil as long as if you were using a traditional container. Some people put their grow bags inside of kiddie pools for a self-watering system if they're going away on vacation. We've never tried this, but it's a pretty cool idea to prevent your plants from becoming dehydrated. A light layer of straw or mulch on the top can really help with moisture retention while also keeping the weeds away as well. Another disadvantage of using grow bags, if you live in a humid climate that gets a lot of rain, they can definitely become moldy. The mold can be cleaned off as soon as you start to see it, but it definitely doesn't look great, and it doesn't happen at all if you're using traditional containers. Don't forget to check out our ebook, Growing Perfect Peppers. We'll leave a link in the description below. We talk about container size for peppers as well as watering, so it's a great resource if you're just getting started growing peppers, or even if you're a seasoned grower looking for some extra tips and tricks. We also have a few shout outs for our Patreon members today. Thanks so much to Kate B, John T, Bobby F, Teddy K, Matthew T, Elliot N, Caesar C, Don M, Liz O, Hal G, Travis M, and Tanya R. Thanks so much for joining our Patreon. We'll leave a link in the description below if you're interested in joining us. It's been a lot of fun. So that's all for grow bags. If you have any experience using them, let us know how it worked out for you in the comments below. We've had a lot of success using them in the garden and we've really grown to like them. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.